Hey y'all, welcome back to the shop. This is Terry. Hey, we're on a Maverick project today, and one thing that's bugged me about this car, and it's just part of the deal, is the hood hinges are just absolutely worn out, and there's so much billet stuff on this car. I really wanted a set of billet hood hinges, and most of you probably know there's a place out of Brazil. These cars are crazy popular in Brazil. It just has gorgeous parts for these cars, but by the time you buy their billet hood hinges that have some little shocks made on the hood hinge, which I would love to have, but by the time you buy it and you pay the shipping and everything, they're over $1,500 with tax and everything on there, and I'm just not doing that. So I found on the Maverick comment forum, not on Facebook, but just on the forum online, that there's a place called Federline Products, and this is their billet hinge that Walt Federline is the guy. It's a billet hinges that he makes, and they are really nice. I mean, look how heavy all this stuff is, and these, at least at the time whenever I bought them, this is the February 2024. These are $400, $399 plus about $28 or something shipping. And a lot of, if you've seen other reviews that we've done here, we do talk about packaging a lot. And Walt, I think the UPS truck could have actually ran over the box and these would still be fine. So he had all this in bubble wrap and then a bunch of styrofoam peanuts and everything good to go. So they just very, very cool all the way around for this. But the ultra cool thing, and I'm gonna get over here so you can see a little bit better. But this has, yep, a little catch on the right hand hood hinge. You can see on the back a little lever right there that releases it. So this eliminates the prop rod, and I just can't stand the prop rod. It just makes me crazy. So this is going to be really cool. And to release it, you have to pick up on the side of the hood just a little bit, pull back on this, it's spring loaded, and that's all there is to it. So very cool. Just like that. And like I said, this is, I mean, that stuff's 1/4 inch. This is bigger, 3/8 or whatever that is. I didn't measure it, but massively heavy duty and very cool. These do, you saw there's button heads on the back, so there are going to have to be some spacers, and Walt has made and sent an entire sack of assorted, look like 1/2 and 1/4 and 1/8 billet spacers, so we'll get that deal figured out, and of course I'll list that down in the show notes. Comes with nice stainless bolts and washers. They're just regular hex head stainless. Anybody who's been around for very long knows that we prefer the button heads or the countersunk heads, so we just went down to our local bolt and screw place and bought some button heads to work in there. And we're gonna head over to the car. We're gonna figure out the spacing on these already. He says that should start with a 1/2 inch all the way around, so I'll do that, and we'll figure out the spacing. And basically the idea here is we just have to make for sure that these holes are going to line up with the holes in the hood. So we'll measure the hood and make for sure that we have this spaced out where it not only clears these button heads but matches the holes in the hood. So let's we'll move over to the car and make that happen. All right, we are back, and we have through the magic of video, when we left you it was February, we came back in June, and sorry it's taking me forever to get this done, but got the hinges on, and I honestly wanted to live with them for a little while before I pass judgment here, but they've been really good, and everything's worked out really well. They're very sturdy. I will say that for any of you that haven't done hood hinges, they're really hard to adjust. Not just these. I mean, every hood hinge is is difficult to adjust. You really need two people. You need somebody to watch at the back while you're watching at the front. Be really easy to get something out of adjustment and scratch something or whatever here, and especially if you're starting from scratch. But like you can see over there that everything, well, maybe you can't. Maybe I can't get there from here. Everything's almost all the way down for me on both sides. And they're actually tilted forward just a little bit from there. That may or may not work for you. Let me talk about these. Let me talk about the spacers before I get too far here. So the front spacer, the front bolt and the middle bolt have a 1/2 inch and an 1/8 inch. The very back bolt only has a 1/2. And that makes it set flush with the world and lines up with the hood. And like I said, so far I've just been really impressed with them. The latch works really well. It's super sturdy. It holds the hood up. The only thing, and I mean, I hate to even say any gripe on this at all, but the hood will actually move a little bit. It's not going to fall. I mean, don't worry about that. I mean, it's absolutely not going to fall. Once it's latched in there, it's latched in, and but it will blow around a little bit if you're outside and the wind's blowing a bunch. So the latch works really well. It's easy enough to use. Like I said, you just lift up on the front of the hood a little bit. That takes the pressure off of this, and you just open this up and close the hood. It's literally just that simple. So all in all, I've been really impressed with it. With them, I think it's the best thing going as far as billet hinges, short of spending the, like we talked about earlier, the stupid money for something out of Brazil. And I don't know how those are because I don't have any experience with them. But I do have some experience with this, and after living with it for a few months, I'm super impressed with them, and don't think you can go wrong with it. Talked to Walt a couple times out there, and he's just a super good guy, and he absolutely just makes a fantastic product. So grab y'all a set of these. I don't think you'll be disappointed for your Maverick. All right, thanks for watching. Everybody have a nice night, and come back soon. We'll have more Maverick videos coming down the pike.